Okay, Derby Week. C.D. Kaplan, the Culture Maven,
And Jen.
Oh, she of no last name because you don't need to know. Any rate, so we're
Amen,
here.
brother.
So we're here to talk about a few things, and we're going, Jen.
And we're talking about Derby Week at City Block. We love Derby. Love Derby. Don't care if he likes Derby or not. We love Derby. Here at City Block, we got Matt Coleman and Coyotes, Derby Eve. We got Brody Jenner. Brody Jenner in list. Brody Jenner, girls. Brody Jenner will be in list. Derby Eve, you gotta come out and check him out. Oh, look, I even have a beautiful picture of him. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Didn't his
Irv
dad,
Woosley and Losers. Didn't his dad what?
win the decathlon or something in the Olympics?
Something like that. I'm not really sure. I just like to look at him. And personally, like every other man I ever meet, I hope that he doesn't speak.
Okay, come on. We got some things
All
to
right.
talk about.
Saturday night, Derby night, we got Mr. Best in list, one of the best DJs in LA. Come check him out. And the Tuesday after Derby, of course, Seether in concert in Coyotes. Come and check it out.
Okay, can we talk about some things that might be of interest to these people besides commercial stuff? Is that okay? All right.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Derek character.
Go Cards.
Okay, but the Derek character, speak of it in the past tense. The Rick has said that Derek will not be coming back on the team. Your thoughts, Jen?
I think that's a good thing. I think it's a little too much drama. He's like the T.O. of Cardinal basketball. It's all bad.
Okay, well, there's the gong. All right, next topic. I didn't even get a chance to talk about all the rumor that's going on about Earl Clark.
We're not going there. Negative.
Okay. Cruising on Broadway. Jen?
Probably a good thing that they're opening Broadway up so we don't have any riots. Probably a bad thing there's going to be cruising. They say they can drive, but they can't cruise. For those of you who are with me on the 20-inch rims, we know what's going on.
Okay,
we know how to cruise. We like to cruise.
You know what really gets me, though, is...
What?
At the Barnstable Brand, Attrition Sib's Big Bash over on Spring Drive, I grew up and spent years...
You know what?
And
Who really
lived
cares about that?
Shut up for a second. Lived around the corner on Spring Drive, and you can't even drive through there because all of these half-baked celebs are going to be driving through there, so they block off the street.
No, they'll be fully baked, first of all. Fully baked, as they are every year. And second of all, who cares about that? It's some ritzy neighborhood that nobody ever goes to anyway.
People can drive down Broadway, but on Derby Eve, you won't be able to drive around the park on Spring Drive. I mean, what is...
Newsflash, Broadway's a much bigger street than Spring Drive is.
And those people that are driving on Broadway anyway, how are they going to pay for the gasoline? It's going to be like $6 a gallon. I mean, they're sitting there in their car, they're humping their cars, and it's gasoline.
Do that again, that was hot.
I'm trying to be serious here. I mean, I started out with a serious show, and I can't even...
That's why I'm not cruising this year, because I can't afford the gas.
Okay.
Next topic.
There's the gong just in time. Thank you. Museum Plaza looks like it may not go. What do you think? You probably were a big Museum Plaza fan.
That makes me sad. I loved the idea. It was awesome. I want Louisville to be like the next Dubai. It'd be awesome. Awesome.
Well, if we had as much money as Dubai and we had a bunch of
if they quit spending it over on Spring Drive on Derby Eve.
Would you tell her to just let me talk just for a second?
Psst. Psst.
I don't know. Museum Plaza. Here's what I'm hearing from people who ought to know, like my boss and other people. Not ever going to happen. Not going to happen. Not ever going to happen.
I really liked it.
Which makes some sense because borrowing, hundreds of millions of dollars these days, even for people with a big signature, is going to be tough. Is it ready for the gong yet? Oh, yes. There it is.
There it is.
I've heard it. Okay.
Okay. Roger Clemens.
Wait a second.
Mindy
We need
McCready.
to set this up.
No.
These are the quick hits at the end of the thing where we just talk about things and hopefully each of us will get a chance to just say something.
Today, Junior.
Okay.
Roger Clemens, Mindy McCready. What do you think about it? Roger Clemens comes out. He says he's had this big long affair with Mindy McCready for like X number of years, blah, 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 blah. Well, it turns out that whatever X number of years that he claims actually makes it statutory rape. So now his ass is going down in flames. I think that's awesome. Up or down? I think that's a good thing.
Is it my turn now? Roger Clemens is toast. Next. What about this guy in Australia who locked his daughter in the basement? Had sex with her. They had a bunch of kids.
For those of you
Pretty
who are
nasty.
geographically challenged, like the Culture Maven, it was actually in Austria, not
Did
Australia.
I say Australia?
Definitely.
Well, I meant Australia.
And that's
People, they
shady.
knew what I meant.
Thumbs down all the way.
Thumbs
That's why I
down
hate
on this
men.
guy.
Definitely.
Okay, to finish up, I got a great story. I was in New Orleans over the weekend. I got a great story about the New Orleans cops at the Jazz Fest where I am, which is at their racetrack a couple of blocks away. There's like at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon, a couple of people walk into a house, shoot and kill 2 people. Meanwhile, the cops are on the street hassling homeowners who are trying to earn a few bucks by parking cars on their lot. What's up with that?
Thumbs down all the way. I don't care. It's in New Orleans. What do we care? What do we care? We pay people to park in our lawns to go to Derby. Who cares?
Jen, say Happy Derby.
Happy Derby.
Happy-
See you at City Block. Second Liberty.
Bye, kids.